What's up everyone, Edgar here from All One Solar Shine. Right now we're in Gilroy, California. As always, we service SF South Bay area from Mountain View, Palo Alto, Los Gatos, down to Morgan Hill and Gilroy and everything in between, even to Hollister. So if you guys are in those cities, definitely reach out. I definitely want to give you a quote and help you out. So today in this house, being out here in Gilroy, we're going to take care of the solar panels. There's a 2-story home with solar panels on both stories, and we're going to do the front windows. So in this house, it's a 2-story home. We have solar panels on both stories. So we're gonna tackle the first story first, and then from there, we're gonna go down to the second story, to the first story. And then as we're doing the first story, we're also gonna start the window washing in that moment. But aside from that, I do wanna focus also on ladder safety in this video. It's said and it's noted across many platforms, across many books and articles that the #1 cause of injuries in all construction sites is because of the ladder. So whether that's a serious injury or a minor injury, or maybe even a fatal injury, you always want to take ladders serious. You want to know how to use them, how to properly load and unload, how to properly get on, get off. That way you definitely don't, put any strains on your back, on your legs, your ankles. And obviously when you're getting on a first story or second story home, you want to make sure you do it safely. You always want to come home at the end of the day, see your friends and family, see your loved ones.
Edgar, I would like to talk about, you carry a good amount of ladders.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5?
So in this van right here, I have 3. So I have my fiberglass ladder and the aluminum ladder, and then I have one on the inside that's a smaller ladder, also aluminum. So in one of my other previous videos, if you guys have seen that, if not, check them out. We talk about this ladder rack right here. So I'm just gonna show you. I didn't show you in that one how it works. I'll show you in this one. It's really, really convenient and simple. Basically, put this handle down. We're able to bring the ladders down. That way they're at a comfortable height.
Now, is this something that came with the van or you had it installed?
No, I definitely had it installed. So there's different styles of ladder racks. And because this van's a very tall van, I definitely wanted this specific ladder rack. So that way I don't have to, scratch the roof, damage the wrap, or even just put a strain on my own body getting the other ladder rack that doesn't move. So this one definitely is a little more top of the line, higher quality van, but it's definitely very comfortable. So you definitely want to find the moment where it's balanced and just bring the ladder down. It's a long ladder. This one itself isn't very heavy, but you just want to bring it down, get it comfortable, bring this back up so no one hits their head. Go ahead.
And how much does something like this cost?
This ladder rack, if I remember correctly, it's closer to $2 grand.
But definitely worth it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Definitely worth it.
What's the first ladder you're gonna use?
It'll be this guy right here to get onto the first story. So I just want to adjust a little bit. It's too long. All right, that's perfect. So what you always want to do as well, from the roof line, you want 3 feet above, okay? So 3 feet above. It's also very long, so I can even shorten it a little bit.
Why 3 feet?
So why 3 feet? Because I'll show you when I get on, but when you get on, the edges also act as a railing. So we're able to get on and off a lot more safer and more securely. So to not damage the roof of the client, and also to make the ladder more stable. That's why it's called the stabilizer. We add this. Oops, wrong way. Ladder anchors. So what I have to do is I have to put the ladder in between the wood that's right underneath here. And that way I'm able to securely attach my anchor and grab the edges evenly.
So now, Edgar, seems like you know a lot. I've never seen this before. how did you learn this? Experience, working with somebody, YouTube University.
So a little bit YouTube University, but YouTube University, you know, you definitely have a lot of different opinions, a lot of different techniques or styles. So besides that, it all comes down to OSHA regulations and OSHA compliancy. So we are heavily promoting, you know, being OSHA certified. You definitely want to make sure you work with someone who is OSHA certified, not only for their own safety, but also just for the well-being of the homeowner. I don't think any homeowner wants, you know, someone who doesn't know how to operate a ladder or operate some sort of machinery at their home. At least it'd be scary.
Kind of like, you know, being insured.
Exactly.
You know, that security, that peace of mind.
Exactly.
For you and the homeowner, right?
Yep. When going up a ladder, you always want 3 points of contact. If you can't do 3 points of contact because you're carrying something, then you have to find a way to get that object or that equipment on the roof. You always want 3 points of contact. So I have, whether it's 2 hands and a foot or 2 feet and a hand and your hand. You always want those 3 points of contact. So we have our stabilizer set, we have the anchor set, and then last but not least, you always want to make sure your ladders have their tags on them. Like this one says right here, 300 load capacity. That load capacity is not just the human being itself, but also that person plus the equipment. So if I have a big backpack on, or if I have a tool pouch on, or tool bag, or you know, whatever or if I'm holding something, it's me plus that. And if that exceeds the 300 pounds, then you know you're going over the weight limit that's set for this ladder, and that definitely can lead to an accident. Something breaks, the ladder bends, or you know, or maybe you also, you know, damage the roof itself because you're just too heavy for this ladder. All right, guys. So also with coming down, you know, don't rush. I cleaned everything up here. I, you know, rolled up the hose. I have my strap on the hose, so everything's nice and clean. I don't have any trip hazards, so just take it easy. Set everything next to your ladder, just like you did when we came up. You want 3 points of contact. 1 point, 2, and 3. And you just start coming down. As you get a little further down, grab your items and take them down. Again, maintaining those 3 points of contact with your 2 feet and the one hand. When leaning over, so if I was gutter cleaning and I want to lean, it's said that when you have your belt buckle, keep it within the edges of the ladder. All right? You don't want to lean too much, because then if I didn't have this anchor, even though I do have it, you also run that risk of the ladder tipping over. So if I was to lean over at all, I'm about right here is where I can safely and securely do this, also while grabbing the ladder, right? I don't want to lean too much. You never want to go up and down the ladder with your back towards the ladder. You always want to face the ladder when you're going up and down. So I'm just leaning over right here. My belt buckle still inside and in between the edges. That way my center of gravity is in between these. And I go down. As I'm cleaning up here, Samuel finished up those windows. So we're able to always stay busy, both of us, and yet get the job done and keep moving. All right, guys, so last resort, if you don't have those stabilizers, if you don't have the anchor, and you're in a 2-man crew, you want someone to hold the ladder, all right? But regardless, we're a 2-man crew, we have the anchor and the stabilizer. I'm still gonna hold it for my boy Samuel. Wanna make sure we both come home safe to our families. He maintains his 3 points of contact. As he's coming down, he's gonna take off this anchor. So I'm holding the bottom feet so the ladder doesn't fly off, and I'm holding it up here so it doesn't fall back. You wanna hit the bottom? Yep. For bringing down the ladder, someone wants to hold the bottom feet. And he's gonna walk backwards. He makes sure that the back of the area is nice and clean and secure, and as he walks back. The reason why I hold the feet is because as he's bringing the ladder down, you don't want this side to now swing up. It can break a gutter, it can hit a window or a car. So you always want to make sure someone's holding the feet. Cool, all right guys, so we're all set. We're done cleaning up. So now to put the ladder back up, we drop the ladder rack. We got 2 guys here. So we're both gonna grab one end. Put no strain on the back. And securely put it in. And just for added safety and security, I just ratchet it in. But the way it is right now, it's not going anywhere, especially with these 2 ladders. It's nice and snug in there. But like I said, for the extra safety, I don't want something flying off on the highway.
Now, let's say you were by yourself. Would you even bring it down?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this metal one is really easy to bring down. Even the fiberglass one, I would bring down. That one's not so easy, but with this ladder rack, there is an easier way to bring all this stuff down. With this being down, what you would do is you'd grab your feet end. You're gonna bring the feet end off, set it down on the ground while that's still on there. And then you're gonna walk over to this side, grab this end, pick it up, and now you have one end on the ground, one end on me. Set it down on the floor, then find the middle balance so you can pick it up and maneuver it and place it where you need to place it. All right guys, so the job is done. Just to recap, we did solar panel cleaning. We also did the window washing on a 2-story home right here in Gilroy, California. Hopefully you guys were able to enjoy and understand the in-depth ladder safety. If you have any questions or any comments, just drop them in the comment below. Anything else that I missed, you know, if there's a specific ladder that you use that I don't, you also want to drop it in the comments for other people's knowledge, definitely drop it in the comments. I'd like to see that. Also a recap of all the tools and everything that we have. We'll be placing those links in the description below as well. So if you guys want to see any of that, you can. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you also need any services, please DM me, call me, send me a message. You know, we're definitely always looking for new clients and definitely want to help you out with your solar panel cleaning, your bird proofing, your window washing, and your gutter cleaning out here in the SF South Bay area. Have a good one. Peace.